Hi there. I'd like to pick up where I left off regarding a trip I did to Stockholm a couple months ago. I'm way behind on putting together some content and uploading videos. So here I go. I'm going to try to catch up now in the new year. So I went out to Stockholm and I was very lucky. I had a good stretch of time to do lots of things there. You know, I had a week out there, which was a huge luxury. I'm very grateful I had that opportunity. I was also traveling with someone who's a big fan of ABBA. So if you're a big fan of ABBA and you are traveling to Stockholm, I mean, it would be unforgivable for you not to visit the ABBA Museum. And in fact, I met a train conductor when I was in Stockholm, and he was saying how you got to visit a couple museums, and he highlighted them, and then one of them was ABBA. So I must confess, I am not an ABBA fan, even though I have a decent collection of ABBA records. And please allow me to explain. It's because when I moved to the UK, I did a lot of mooching around charity shops, you know, just to kill some time. And I ended up like buying a lot of ABBA records and records of other groups or bands or singers that I wasn't that crazy about, but I think it was the excitement of seeing vinyl. And it, you know, as cheap as it was, you know, before it got back into fashion or became fashionable again, you know, I would just buy it because it was part of the nostalgia, and it was such a wonderful experience to kind of see it in charity shops here in the UK and for next to nothing. So I ended up picking up a lot of ABBA records. So I have a decent collection, like I said, and I do appreciate their history, their background, their artistry, their success, and so forth. And how exciting is it that they've been experiencing a second huge wave of popularity and success amongst the younger generation. So I think that's absolutely fantastic. You know, with the Voyage concert or a virtual concert, we did go to the museum, and I'd like to just show you a bit of a glimpse of the museum. So getting to the ABBA Museum was quite easy. You know, from the city center of Stockholm, it was a pretty short tram ride to Museum Island. You cross a bridge, and that's where you get to Museum Island. There are all the points or places of interest there. And everything's pretty well signposted in the city. So it was pretty easy to find the museum, and you've got pointers everywhere, and it was a short walk between museums too. I anticipated that it was going to be pretty busy because it was forecast to rain heavily the day that I visited with my friend. And so here you have the Fab Four. Get to the ABBA Museum. You got Benny, Agnetha, Annie Fried, and Bjorn. So and then you have me. I couldn't resist. The museum was fantastic because it revealed so much about the band, about the group and their home life, their studio life, the equipment they use, the all planning of their record album, the album covers. Took this photograph near the museum in a park close by. So the bench apparently is still there. They even showed a car, the original car that they used for gigging. I'm not sure if it was Benny or Bjorn when they were gigging as a young musician. And then the sound system that they used for their tours and the mics, that was all pretty much on display. And they had a lot of interviews of the sound engineers, the organizers, you know, the costume designers, and so forth. And you know, explaining what went into planning for a tour or a performance. So this corridor full of wonderful posters, it leads you to this amazing feature where, you know, you can actually become the fifth ABBA form with virtual Fab Four here. So you can see it there. They got a proper stage, and then you can choose your song from this little screen. So I was egged on badly to do this. So here I am. I'm not afraid to make a fool out of myself. And as you can see, I will never make it on Strictly Come Dancing or X Factor. So, and as you also see, I'm very height challenged compared with the Fab Four here.
Anyway, it was a good laugh. It was very, very fun. We were just having so much fun. And for me, having fun singing badly and dancing badly. So you can see here what it was like for one of the homes, for one of the members. And then you had a lot of testimonials from ABBA themselves. And it's really interesting to hear their life story, their family backgrounds, and so forth. And then they actually had the helicopter that was featured, their Arrival album there. So I had to jump into it. And this was really awesome, seeing all the different album covers and pressings of their records. So they must have had, I presume, so many people working on this museum, all the various curators for different sections of the museum. Imagine it's just so much work. You know, all their awards, their costumes. What was fascinating was hearing the costume designer talk about how every venue on their international tours, they would take considerable amount of thought into what their costumes would be like to reflect where they were performing. So if they were performing in Japan, they made the ABBA costumes more kimono-esque. And then what was interesting was the museum, they featured a lot of what happened after ABBA, meaning the music that came out and then eventually the movie that came out. So it was cool to see things that were used in the movies and in the musical featured in at the museum. So it kind of really brought it kind of up to date. The film is still popular. The show is still going on, I believe. Then you have that virtual concert residency in London at the moment for ABBA. And what was amazing was looking at this wall, achievements and awards. I mean, 1 billion downloads or streams. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I mean, that's incredible, isn't it? So it's really obvious that they're just drawing in a whole new fan base here. So that was really cool to see. Am I going to go home after visiting this museum, go home and play all my ABBA records? Not quite, but you know, what I can say is I didn't expect to spend nearly 3 hours at the museum, and every moment I thoroughly enjoyed because it was just so fascinating to learn about their history, their journey, and even their culture, you know, learning about Swedish culture, because that was incorporated in a lot of the testimonials of people talking about how ABBA came to be and so forth. So I thought that all in all, 10 out of 10. And would I go back again? Definitely would. I wouldn't mind go visiting again.